So the whole purpose of this channel is to find assets that we can be early stage investors in and get life-changing returns and ultimately leave the matrix. Now, AI agents are an exponential megatrend within an exponential megatrend that is decentralized AI, within the exponential megatrend of blockchain and AI, right? So it's an exponential megatrend within one. That's how early we are. And there is massive potential for shared ownership of living AI assets, living software that goes out and completes tasks for us, that can go make money for us, that we can own a stake in. That's what blockchain technology allows, distributed ownership of software. And so now we can own true AI agents. And so today we're going to talk about 3 AI agents that could potentially provide those life-changing returns. And the 3 are Prefrontal Cortex, Convo, Game, G-A-M-E, both Virtuals AI agents, and then VVAIFU.FUN. That's a Solana AI agent. The other 2 run on Base. VVAIFU.FUN runs on Solana. So the last time we talked about these assets was in the video I posted on December 11th. The price of Prefrontal Cortex Convo, when I first posted that video, was like 1 cent on December 11th. Now it's over 4 cents, right? The price of Game was 5 cents. And now it's 25 cents. And so those are my entry points into these assets, all totally documented on my Patreon, which shows my portfolio. But that's all in the past. What should investors do today to take advantage of these assets even after the charts have pumped? Obviously, we don't like chasing pumping charts. We can always dollar cost average into revolutionary technology on red days. There's always red days that we can take advantage of and dollar cost average into. So what is next for these assets? Well, if we take a snapshot of the current landscape of Virtuals AI assets, what we see is that Convo's market cap is $43.5 million. Its total value locked is $12 million. Game's market cap is $252 million. Total value locked, $29 million. So right there, what we see is Prefrontal Cortex Convo agents market cap is like 5 times lower than Game's. And its total value locked is about half of Game's. So compared to Game, the Convo agent is way less expensive. What about the actual fundamentals of this asset? Well, look at the inferences. This is huge. When you go to the Virtuals app, you look at these assets, you want to see valuable technology. How do you know technology is valuable? Based on how much it's being used. Prefrontal Cortex Convo agent has had 1.2 million inferences, and Game has had 1.6 million inferences. So Prefrontal Cortex Convo agent is being used massively, almost as much as Game, but its market cap is 5 times lower than Game's. And its total value locked is about half of Game. So it just speaks to how relative to Game, Prefrontal Cortex is massively undervalued, especially when looking at the fundamentals. Now, what do these assets do? Well, Game empowers AI agents to operate autonomously, processing inputs and generating responses while learning from past interactions. It enhances decision-making by leveraging long-term memory, including experiences, reflections, and dynamic personality traits. So what Game does is make AI agents smarter. Clearly, very valuable. We're on the ground floor of the AI agent space, and Game makes these AI agents smarter and more valuable. When looking at crypto assets, a lot of assets promise great technology and promise future adoption. Well, with assets like Game, they don't have to promise it because there's already massive adoption, right? Why buy an asset that can only promise adoption when we already have assets with proven adoption? Game technology are available at 243 apps, hundreds of AI agent applications that use Game's capability right there. Game is proving to be the backbone of AI agent technology, making AI agents smarter. So it's like key infrastructure for the AI agent space. So we want to own the most valuable software on the planet. Clearly, this is valuable software. It's being used. We're in the early stages, ground floor. So right now, the market cap of Game is around $250 million. Where could it go? Easily to $1 billion. Now, that's a huge statement because we're so early in this space, right? Lots of risks. Anything can go to zero, but Game can hit $1 billion. Why? Because it's crucial infrastructure for the AI agent space. Just like the virtuals token is crucial infrastructure, as discussed in my previous video, the virtuals token is needed for the creation of AI agents on the virtuals marketplace. Well, game is also revolutionary technology that is clearly needed. The virtuals token is something at like a $3 billion market cap. Game's market cap is 254 million. So game could hit a $1 price target and $1 billion market cap. It just could, based on its massive usage. What about Prefrontal Cortex Convo? Remember, the market cap of Prefrontal Cortex Convo is 1/5 of that of game. Well, remember, there's 1.2 million inferences already compared to game's 1.6 million inferences. So what if Prefrontal Cortex Convo is also revolutionary, important infrastructure for the AI agent space? What if it is? The Prefrontal Cortex Convo agent is an advanced AI system built for meaningful, dynamic conversations. It integrates perception, long-term memory, and decision-making to deliver personalized, context-aware responses. Unlike traditional agents, it consciously decides how to respond, engaging in deep conversations, retaining information across sessions, and making autonomous decisions. Currently, it's powered by over 200 agents with more than 1 million requests processed in the first 2 months. Very similar to the game AI agent. Very similar. Massive adoption already. 200 agents are using it. If you want to chat with Luna on Telegram, you use Convo. Bark Ruffalo Telegram agent account, right? It goes on and on, hundreds and hundreds of these. So even though anything can go to zero, and even though these things are super high risk, and even though they've already pumped, the fact remains that if you want exposure to the AI agent space, which is becoming a massive narrative in the crypto space, then obviously Convo and Game are the backbone of this space. And they're still early stage. There's still tiny market caps, especially Convo, which is worth 1/5 of that of Game, but with almost as much usage. So if Game can get to $1 billion market cap, then Convo can also get to $1 billion market cap, especially as money floods into this space, which we're already seeing. Now, if Convo were to reach $1 billion market cap, the price of one Convo coin would be $1. Currently, it's 4.5 cents. This doesn't mean you go out and chase the chart. Again, I bought my Convo at 1.1 or 1.2 cents. It skyrocketed up to 3 cents. Then it crashed down to 1.4 cents, and now it's over 4 cents. But look at the volatility I had to stomach just over the last few days. So this is incredibly volatile. We never chase pumping charts. We wait for it to come to us when we dollar cost average on red days. What are these worth when they're powering millions of AI agents? So early, so massive. That's virtuals, that's Coinbase's base. What about Solana? Solana is a massively scalable blockchain. Coinbase's base is also a massively scalable blockchain. There's AI agents on both. Now, what's exciting about Solana is it's still relatively small compared to Base. So there's potentially incredible opportunities on Solana. Now, one asset we're going to talk about today is Dasha, VVAIFU. Here's the chart, totally beaten down, completely unlike. So much more capital has flooded into the Base AI agents. Dasha, VVAIFU, has not started its run yet. So to me, I get much more excited by charts that look like this than chasing charts that look like the other two. Obviously, anything can go to zero. These are all high risk. There's lots of these assets. There's going to be millions and millions and millions of AI agent assets. We're just talking about 3 today. VVAIFU. What is it? Well, it is the platform token of the VVAIFU.FUN marketplace. So it is the virtuals token of the VVAIFU.FUN marketplace. Remember, as more and more AI agents are created on the virtuals marketplace, more and more virtuals token is locked up and taken out of circulation, meaning it becomes deflationary. Well, as more and more AI agents are created on the VVAIFU.FUN marketplace, the VVAIFU token is also taken out of circulation and also has deflationary mechanics. So again, VVAIFU.FUN is a AI agent launch pad. Here's some stats. Nearly 3 months since launch. It's only been 3 months. Let's do a little recap, a State of the Union. The first and biggest AI agent launchpad on Solana. That's massive. Virtuals is the first and biggest AI agent launchpad on Base. The only platform which aggregates multiple frameworks. Platform with the most capabilities out of the box. Consistently over 25,000 active monthly users, 250,000 tweets, 90,000 private messages, and 5 million VVAIFU burned. There's a total supply of 1 billion VVAIFU tokens, and so they've already burned 5 million of those. meaning there's like 994 million in circulation currently. This is a deflationary asset, closing in on 2,500 agents launched with deployers verified for existing tokens. So 5 million VVAIFU has been burnt from the creation of 2,500 agents. What happens when millions of agents are created on this launchpad? How many VVAIFU get burnt? That is incredible tokenomics. So now, again, what really matters is adoption and usage of this technology. Remember the virtuals marketplace. We have Game with $254 million market cap. We have Luna with $112 million. We can talk about all these in separate videos. We have Convo, $44 million. AIXBT, very exciting asset. We can talk about that. The reason we're not covering AIXBT in this video is because Prefrontal, Cortex, Convo, and Game can probably outperform it over the long term. They're more undervalued relative to AIXBT, but again, we can cover most of these. All-in, Vader AI, another exciting one we can talk about with $49 million market cap. So those are kind of the market caps of the assets that have been launched on the virtuals marketplace. Let's look at the market caps of the assets that have been launched on the VVAIFU.FUN marketplace. Dasha, the VVAIFU token, that's what we can own. That's the platform token. $43 million market cap. Aminoka Brands, $24 million. American Coin, $21 million. AIXTZ Eliza, $8 million. So what we see with VVAIFU is a smaller, more early stage marketplace. There's still thousands of these assets, but the assets that have been launched on this marketplace are smaller market cap than virtuals. But this is where it gets exciting because the market cap of virtuals is something like $3 billion. The market cap of VVAIFU is $44 million. So Dasha is only 10% of the market cap of virtuals. And Dasha is the primary token of the AI agent launchpad on Solana. So it's 10% of the virtuals token. Now, yes, the market caps of the tokens that were launched using the VVAIFU.FUN launchpad are much smaller. So it's more early stage. It justifies a smaller market cap, but it's still massively undervalued compared to virtuals. Now, what's the biggest risk associated with this asset? Competition. Again, anything can go to zero. Anything can get hacked. That's why we have to diversify, because literally anything can get hacked. So we can't just go all in on one asset. But apart from getting hacked, which all assets have that risk of, like Pump.Fun had a security breach. That was for meme coins. This is for AI agents. So the same thing can happen with this asset. So that's one big risk. The other big risk is competition. There are lots of AI agent launchpads being built on Solana. This is the first one. This is the biggest, but that is one risk. Which one will really take off? My money is on this one because not only is it the first and the biggest, but it has big connections within the Solana ecosystem. Again, thousands of AI agents have been launched on this. Same cannot be said for other AI agent launchpads on Solana. We're so early in this space. Here's just one example of the connections that this asset has. VVAIFU.FUN, the X account, said, the one-stop shop for AI agent traders and creators. A new VVAIFU is coming. Guess who responded? AI16Z, another AI agent asset we can talk about in a separate video, responded with this emoji. Now, AI16Z has over a $500 million market cap. It's 10 times bigger than the VVAIFU token, but clearly it is very connected to this launchpad. So again, we can cover AI16Z in a separate video, but many of you may have already heard of AI16Z and realize how massive it is, that this specific launchpad is on the radar of the AI16Z ecosystem. AI16Z is trying to compete with A16Z, which is a multi-billion-dollar venture capital firm, and they're trying to do it with AI agents, autonomous AI agents powering this decentralized autonomous organization. Again, we can dive deeper into that, but for now, just know that AI16Z, which is one of the biggest AI agent assets on the planet, is connected with the VVAIFU.FUN token. And by the way, in all of the VVAIFU.FUN marketing materials, they have AI16Z as a key component of the ecosystem. So it's still early, but they're saying ARC.Fun, AI16Z, Cerebro are all part of the ecosystem. And in the center, we have the VVAIFU.FUN token, which is deflationary. So clearly there's a connection there. Now, that's one massive asset that is connected with VVAIFU.FUN. Here's another massive asset connected with VVAIFU.FUN, Solana. The Solana X account, truly a massive account. Said the Solana Agent Kit by Send AI Fund has arrived, an open source toolkit for connecting AI agents to Solana, featuring 15 plus Solana protocol integrations. To that, VVAIFU.FUN responded, oh, sounds like something we'll integrate. And the enormous Solana X account responded, do it. So Solana is also aware of VVAIFU.FUN. It probably knows how important the VVAIFU.FUN launchpad is going to be to its ecosystem. So it's connected with it, it's interacting with it on X. Now, these are small indicators, but the fact that it's on Solana's radar, it's on AI16Z's radar, means it's probably going to be an integral part of the AI agent ecosystem on Solana. So early, so much potential upside, lots of assets to cover in this space. These are 3 assets that could potentially provide life-changing returns. Again, we have to diversify. Anything can go to zero. Anything can get hacked, but just keeping you posted on some of these early stage undiscovered AI agents.